Today, TM1 visits Jesse Jensen, a local photographer studied at New York Institute of Photography. He has been shooting photos for years and loves to be out in nature. One thing that his photos have taught us is to respect of Mother Earth. Hello, Mr. Jensen. Would you introduce yourself to everyone?
My name is Jesse Jensen, and I'm a photographer.
Okay. And when did you start to taking the photos in this industry?
I started, I'd say, about 7-8 years ago.
And what brought that interest for you?
Just mostly skateboarding and stuff has got me interested in just arts and photography. And skateboarding is a different way, an outlook on life than most other people have and stuff. And so it makes you more creative, and photography has a lot to do with creation too.
Okay. Are there certain style for the photograph, or you just kind of generate your own?
I kind of generated my own. My buddy Travis Tyler, who lives in Seattle, he does photo blocks and stuff, but I took kind of his idea and then put kind of like a clear coat on it and made it so it looks like glass.
Do you ever learn to do this?
I just taught myself basically everything. I did go to New York Institute of Photography. It's just like an online school. Teach you the basics of what you need to know, but other than that, it was self-taught.
Okay, for the normal process, how long will that take to start planning and to producing the complete photograph?
So start and finish? Well, first out, you got to travel and go out and get the photograph, and then after you capture that, you take it to the computer. And I use mostly Photomatic, which is a high dynamic range program where you take 3 pictures and put them together to have one complete contrast. And after that, you print it, and then you cut the wood and you glue it on, and then you put the super glaze and sand it and all that stuff. And so the process takes a couple days to make one, honestly.
Okay. We have seen a lot of photographs on your website, and there are some lightning-themed photographs, which is very impressive because you capture each moment when the light's touching the ground. So when planning taking the photographs, you just randomly see something, shoot something, or you just do something on purpose?
It's mostly random. I'll just drive around, or when I travel, I'll see something and I'll go take a photo of it.
Cool. Among all of these photographs, which one is your favorite?
Kind of like this one pretty well. This one was taken actually about 15 miles north of Hayes, over by the Saline River. And I was just driving around and I seen there's a bunch of birds flying around, like hundreds of them just flocking around and doing whatever. And I just sat and waited and took quite a few photos, and this is one of my favorite ones that I got.
Why is it in black and white?
I don't know, I just like the contrast of it just being, I bumped up the contrast really high so you could just see the silhouette opposed to seeing detail, you know. I kind of like that style.
All right. Do you have any plan for the future? Like, where do you see yourself in 3 or 5 years?
Well, eventually I'd like to be able to make a living off selling my art. I mean, I do take family portraits and stuff down that line too, but I'd rather focus more on my arts of photography and my photo blocks. But I would like to, in the future sometime, open up a little studio and have maybe collaborate with someone else and just have like my own little spot for my stuff. But right now, here at White Chocolate, they help me out, and I really appreciate what they do for me.
All right, thank you.
Right.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.